The story begins with our protagonist, Alice, who attends a very strict Catholic school where any physical contact between boys and girls is considered a sin and punishable by law. Miss Veda is one of the strictest teachers, and she sends a student to the principal's office simply because she was wearing a skirt that was a little too short. In class, we meet Father Murphy, who teaches his students that all physical contact is strictly forbidden, especially outside of marriage, and that anyone who engages in it will end up in hell. One of the students asks if self-pleasure is also forbidden. Father Murphy replies that since one cannot have children that way, it is also a sin, and that anyone who engages in it will go to hell for eternity. Before the end of the class, the priest warns them that God always sees everything. Alice talks to her best friend Laura about how strict the school is because she really likes the movie Titanic but has been forbidden from watching it. Back home, Alice uses the computer, and we discover that she is part of a community with very explicit content. Suddenly, a user sends her a message with a photo showing him in an intimate moment with his wife. Alice is surprised and very intrigued because she has never seen a scene like this before. Then the boy asks where she lives and asks for a photo. Alice hesitates for a moment, then ends up sending him a photo of her friend. The conversation becomes lively, and he tells her everything he would like to do to her. Alice, not fully understanding, tries to follow the conversation. Suddenly, she receives another photo, and he asks her if she is also having a good time. She has never done anything like this before. Discover more quiz creation software, AI summary generators, video player, customization, meme generator tools, social media management platforms, affiliate marketing guides, but out of curiosity, she tries the experience. Suddenly, her mother calls her, so she goes to see what her mother wants. The next day, Alice is accompanied to school by her best friend, Laura, and by Adam. At midday, Bet talks to them, and Laura asks her why she did not go to a party earlier. Bet tells her she was busy with a kind of retreat to purify her soul, and that at the end, you receive a medal. Later, Alice goes to get something to drink and meets W, who is the boyfriend of Ear. After that, Alice goes to see Father Murphy to confess her sins. However, she does not confess what she did the day before because she is too embarrassed. Father Murphy then prays for Alice. A few days later, Alice goes to the spiritual retreat where her friend Bet is also present. Alice is completely fascinated by the captain of the football team, Chris. She cannot help admiring his muscular arms. Suddenly, Nina, one of the camp organizers, arrives and tells them that they will be part of her group. She takes them to their room and tells Alice that mobile phones are forbidden and then asks her to hand over hers. Alice says that she does not have a mobile phone, but that she has a watch, so Nina takes it from her. Later in the afternoon, everyone is divided into groups, and Alice is assigned to the same group as Chris. Father Murphy gives them a sheet of paper on which they must write what they feel. Alice writes that it is very hot, but she regrets it and tries to erase what she wrote. However, the time is up, and she cannot erase anything. Then Nina gives an emotional speech that moves some of them to tears. That night, Alice cannot sleep, so she starts playing with her phone. When she loses, it makes a sound. She forgot that her phone was not on silent mode, so she puts it on vibrate mode and feels a pleasant sensation there when the phone vibrates. Suddenly, she notices the crucifix in her room, and, disappointed, she stops playing with her phone. The next day, everyone goes on an excursion in the woods. Laura tries to talk to Alice, but she keeps staring at Chris. Then a girl trips, and Chris helps her. Alice then has an idea. She pretends to have injured her ankle. Chris then carries her in his arms and brings her back. Later, unable to hold back anymore, Alice runs to her room and repeatedly tries to put her phone on silent mode. But Nina arrives and tells her that everyone is about to take a photo outside. Alice replies that she is coming in a minute, but suddenly her phone vibrates and Nina comes back, catching her. Nina is annoyed and tells her that she must confess everything to Father Murphy. Once outside, They take the photo, and Father Murphy reprimands Alice for having hidden her phone, punishing her by giving her chores, namely cleaning the cafeteria. While she is cleaning, Alice finds Father Murphy's computer turned on. Alice quickly logs into her chat to ask for information about the delicious snack. Suddenly, she hears someone approaching, so she quickly turns off the screen but does not press the power button correctly, leaving the computer on. On her way out, she meets Nina, who tells her not to worry about the phone. The next day, Father Murphy, annoyed, addresses everyone and says that someone used his computer the previous day to visit inappropriate websites. He says he does not know who used his computer to access the forbidden site, but claims that God knows everything and sees everything, and that the culprit will therefore end up being punished. Later, during confession, Father Murphy asks Alice if something is disturbing her relationship with God, but Alice replies, no. Suddenly, the father asks her if she is still hot, exactly as she wrote on the sheet. Alice nods timidly, letting the priest understand that yes. At lunch, one of the leaders of the religious group comes to get Nina, because apparently all the leaders are in a meeting. After that, Alice continues cleaning the cafeteria as punishment. W deliberately throws trash because he does not like her and because rumors say they were once together. However, he leaves when Father Murphy arrives. Alice finds Whale's bracelet in the trash. While she continues cleaning, she sees Nina with the other leader fishing outside. However, Alice is more than surprised when Nina starts cleaning the boy's sword. Seeing this, she cannot take it anymore and uses a broom to intervene. But a nun arrives, and Alice pretends to be busy fighting with a sword. After that, Alice goes to see Laura to tell her everything she just saw. Laura, angry, tells her not to make up stories to get attention and that she no longer wants to be her friend because everyone finds her weird. That afternoon, Alice is cleaning the kitchen and notices that Father Murphy's computer is unattended. She rushes to it and places Wade's bracelet under the keyboard. At that exact moment, Father Murphy arrives, so Alice hides. The priest turns on the computer, and Alice sees him browsing forbidden websites and about to play solitaire. Tired of all the lies and hypocrisy of everyone, Alice runs toward Chris and kisses him without thinking. After a few moments, Chris stops her because his sword is ready for action. That night, Alice watches everyone singing for God, and she is overwhelmed by disgust at all this hypocrisy and lies. So she sneaks out of the camp to go to a bar where she drinks alcohol for the first time in her life. Suddenly, a much older woman comes to comfort her, telling her that she also attended an excessively religious church and that in her youth, she was terrified of everything she felt because she believed she might end up in hell for nothing. This makes Alice feel close to her and trust her. The woman takes her back to the camp so that no one discovers she escaped. The next day, Alice tries to befriend the strange girl at school, the one nobody wants to be friends with. Meanwhile, Father Murphy takes Wade to his office to talk to him. Later, Laura approaches Alice and apologizes for not believing her because they found Wade's bracelet near the priest's computer. Then Father Murphy comes back and asks everyone to step forward and share the message they learned at camp. Alice is the first to speak and emotionally talks about the importance of honesty because everyone always hides something and God simply wants everyone to get along. The camp ends and everyone returns to school. During confession, Alice tells Father Murphy that she saw him polishing his sword. The priest, surprised, acts as if nothing happened and gives Alice absolution. Tired of all this, Alice goes home, but her favorite movie, Titanic, and she starts having fun, but that is not enough for her. So she takes a back massager and uses it creatively. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching.